Don't mug me. No fair. No mugging the trainer. Yes, good girl. Find it. Yes, very good. Find it. Yes, find it. Yes, good. Find it. So I just did a little warm up with her with no cue. I'm just literally showing her what I want by closing my hand. And she remembers because she's such a smart, good girl. And then I'm throwing the treat to find it as a reward. She doesn't get this one. And now we're gonna go to the floor again, which is so much more difficult. Yes, but I can still do it because I remember my skills. And I just had to process for a second. This is why it's good to warm up. Yes, good job. Find it. And so I was even able to throw a treat past this one and she left that one alone. Yes, good girl. Find it. Good girl. Yes. Good job, Rox. Find it. And now I'm going to add the cue back in just to remind her what the cue means. Leave it. Yes. Good girl. And that backwards motion of her backing up is find it really when you want to mark with that yes, because you're marking backwards motion away from something, and that could be one of the other dogs or Mr. Bagheera or whoever. So you want to potentially, preferably mark when she's moving backwards before she actually SITs. Leave it. Yes, good job. Find it. Good girl. Good girl, Rox. Yes. Find it. I'm gonna pick it back up to kind of reset her. Leave it. I'm gonna wait to mark her until she maybe starts to move away a little bit, just to remind her that that's what I really want, is backward motion away. Yes, good girl. And she thought it through. Find it. She's like, why am I not getting marked yet? So she tried the backward motion to see if I'd do it, and I did. I marked you because you're amazing. Leave it. Yes. Hard for her to move back away from it right now, so I went ahead and marked her. Now I'm going to take it to the next level. So that first level was in the hand as a warm-up. No cue, on the floor, no cue, just covering it or closing my hand if I needed to keep her from getting it. And when she was successful with that, then I went back to the first stage of it in my hand and told her the cue, leave it, if she started to go for it, to remind her that the thing we just did as a warm-up, it means leave it. And then I did it on the floor with leave it, and she was so good. Yes, good job. So now we're gonna go to that stage 3, which is me standing up, placing the treat on the floor. With me standing up, remember in her eyes, she's that much further away. I'm that much further away from it. So from Miss Roxy's perspective, she has a chance to grab it before I can. So it makes the difficulty level for Miss Beautiful here a lot more difficult to resist the item I want her to leave alone. But I'm gonna pick it up as I stand up. I'll place it once I'm standing up, just so there's no chance of error, because she is learning and she hasn't done this in a while. So we wanna make sure that we give her a chance at some success, right? Yeah. It's not fair to set you up for a fail, right? Okay. Get a little treat ready to give you, because you're gonna do great. So now I'm gonna place it. I'm gonna place it a little closer to her since she's already doing so great. Yes. Good girl. You thought about eating that one when I marked you, but you waited until I gave you one of my own from my hand. Leave it. Yes. Yes, good girl. Find it. I'm gonna pick it up and just do a reset. Good girl. Move away from it now. Leave it. Good girl. What's your next step? Uh-oh, leave it. So this is where we just use our foot if we need to. Oh, she hears somebody outside. I think it might be Buxton because I put him on the porch. Yeah, over here. Let's focus on our job. Okay, it's just Buxton. So now she's amped up. This might be more difficult. Leave it. Yes, I'm even getting eye contact. Find it. So she's doing so well at this. Leave it. I'm going to put that motion in there. Remember, the other dogs move. Yes, Bagheera moves. Squirrels move. Find it. So the motion, adding instead of placing it and using your foot to cover it or block her if you needed to, is much easier than me tossing it and her seeing the motion happen. Leave it. Yes. Good girl. Find it. Pick that one up. Ready? And again, when I toss it, I'm trying to do it in a way where I can block her if I need to. So I'm not going to toss it right down in front of her. That wouldn't be fair at first. Leave it. Yes. I was waiting for you to back up, but you didn't offer it, so I went ahead and marked so we could get a good rep in. Good girl. And you notice I also said leave it as I was throwing it. Leave it to kind of give her, yes, a heads up of what I want. I'm helping her. There you go. Find it. I want her to be successful at stage. Roxy, here. Good girl. You don't need to bark at him. You don't need to bark at him. Got it all taken care of. Thank you. Leave it. Yes. Good girl. Find it. That was hard, and you did good. Right in front of her. Leave it. Yes. You're backing yourself up. I love it. You're so smart. You're just so smart. Leave it. She's probably wondering why I'm not marking her. I want her to back up. Roxy, can you leave it? Good girl. Leave it. Yes. Oh, good job. Bonus treats for that. You really thought that one through, didn't you? I'm so proud of you. So I'm not big on repeating the cues like that, but I really wanted to remind her that I was looking for her to do something before I marked her. Extra one. Good job. This is the one you have to leave alone. So hopefully that's helpful. We'll keep working on that. And then maybe I'll set some situations up where I can get her to leave it in real time with the kids.